Hey everybody, welcome to JR's Corner. I am JR, currently walking through Salt Lake City International Airport. Pretty stoked about this one. Trying to get this all together. I'm getting ready to board a flight to New York. Bought a car in Pennsylvania, so we're going to go ahead and jump on a flight here overnight, land in the morning, and drive her home. And she's going to be a project we'll be working on here for the coming months, and to be honest, is the project car ever really finished. So we're going to go ahead and get this one going, knock this off with some traveling. I currently reside in Arizona. Drove up here with the family to hang out for spring break. So, taking off from Salt Lake. So, we'll get on this plane here in a little bit, and hope you enjoy the episode. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and let's have some fun together. All right, guys. See you soon. What's up, everybody? About 5 in the morning here. Just landed at JFK, so we're walking through, and it's surprisingly not very many people in here. I suspect some of it has to do with the fact that it's 5 o'clock in the morning. But I'm gonna go ahead and check out over here, see if we can get over to the train. Not in a big rush, because I do have a check bag I gotta go pick up, and the rental car is not open until about 6. So I do have a little bit of time to kill to be able to keep moving. But yeah, it's a pretty exciting day. Didn't get much sleep, if any, and so it's gonna be an interesting day. I gotta pick up this car and continue to drive. Goal is to try to get to Indianapolis, Indiana tonight. So we'll see how that goes. But it's a good time. So, car I flew out here to get is a 2007 Acura TL Type S. She's a beauty on the outside. She does need a little bit of love. We've got a few things planned to get this all situated. We need to get some window tint on these windows. The seats are kind of cracked. If you look at the see how that's perforated? Oftentimes the seats will, with the perforation, if you're not taking care of them, it'll cause it to crack, and then they look like that. So back's not too bad, but all in all, it'll be a good little project car, and I'll get her home and see if we can't make something of her. So let's get on the road. Hey everybody. Day 2, maybe 3, depending on how you look at it, of said adventure. Ended up not making it to Indianapolis last night like I was hoping, due to some snow and some other inclement weather that we hit about halfway across Pennsylvania. Currently just getting back up on the road for today. We ended up stopping in Columbus, Ohio, so home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. I was gonna try to see if I could find their stadium, because I've been through Columbus quite a few times, never actually stopped to see anything. But unfortunately, just because I am a couple hours behind where I wanted to be, I'm not going to be able to stop and check that all out. But Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the best college programs in the Big Ten. They seem to have a pretty good program for football. Anyways, gonna get on the road here. Weather's not clear, but the roads are at least visible. Visible is a good word. I can see the road. I can see the cars around me, which was better than what I could say yesterday for a good part of the drive. So we're just gonna get over to Indy, see if we can't find some cool stuff. I'm a big Colts fan, if you didn't notice. Go Colts! And so I'm excited to get over there. I've never actually been to a game in Indy, but I have been there a few times, like I said before, coming through Columbus. I've traveled this route many times, so getting over to Indy, gonna go to the pro shop, see what I can find that's cool, and get on the road from there. Game plan is still to make it to Oklahoma today, and see where we end up. If the weather cooperates, I'm gonna see if we can get some more footage of some other cool stuff. We'll be going through St. Louis today, etc. So should be a good time.
Hey guys, currently stopped at a rest stop east of Indianapolis by about 20 miles. Noticed the light on my GoPro that normally flashes wasn't flashing anymore as I was driving down the road. So it's dead. Didn't charge it last night. I was really tired. So, you know, things happen. In this case, the thing that happened was my GoPro didn't get charged. So, any of you wondering, this is a GoPro Hero Session 5. I bought it specifically for the Hot Wheels car that is available. It allows you to attach this card to it, but it works for other functions as well. In this particular case, I actually have a mounting kit on the front of my car that it clips into, and you know, to me this is kind of a new adventure, so it's a pretty neat thing. But GoPros have been around forever. I am getting ready to drive into Indy. Wanted to be able to share with you guys that view because it is a pretty cool city to drive into, as far as the way that the skyline pops up, and then when you come around the corner and you see Lucas Oil Stadium, which is personally my favorite place, just because I am a Colts fan, and that is the home of the Colts. And then, you know, just drive around town a little bit and see if I can't share with you a few places that I like in town. But then also, if you guys, if you're local to the area, or if you know of other places that I should check out next time, please let me know. Share it in the comments so that I can, you know, check it out next time I come through here. So we'll get on the road here soon and get this battery charged up a little bit more, and then we'll hop on the road and see if we can't share that with you. All right. Guys, we made it. In Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium, and I can never get over how gigantic this building is, because it is huge. Like, put in perspective, that little door right there, that's a man door. You know, there's a man door right there, and this thing in comparison is just gigantic. Okay. Always love coming to visit here. Lucas Oil Stadium has been the home of the Indianapolis Colts since 2007. Prior to that, they were in the RCA Dome, which was just down the way here. And this is essentially the house that Peyton built. Peyton Manning, the longtime quarterback of the Colts. Won a Super Bowl here with them in 2006. Technically it was the Super Bowl that happened in 2007, but it was the 2006 season. And then also
lost a Super Bowl with the Colts in the 2009 season against the Saints. That onside kick at the beginning of the first half doomed us. I'm telling you, it was a rough game to watch. So these windows right here actually open. For any of you who haven't seen it, I have been in the stadium just for a tour. I haven't actually gone to a game here, but I am not going to go to an NFL game until I'm able to attend one here, because I think that's going to be the ultimate like fan experience for me. And so I don't want to do that. So the roof also opens on the stadium. Obviously it's all closed up. We're not going to be able to get inside. No, they're not doing tours or anything. And again, it is Lucas Oil Stadium, the house that Peyton Manning built. Right here we've got the statue, Peyton Manning. This was built up a couple years ago. Mr. MVP currently holds the record for the most MVPs by anyone, really. And so this was built a few years ago to help kind of commemorate that, and also show him the love that he deserves and for what he's done for not only the team but the community. Mr. Peyton Manning. The artwork on this is pretty amazing. So I love coming here, love being able to watch this and see this, and you know, this is this right here is this is Indy right here. You know, it's kind of funny because at one point in time, Indianapolis was known as a basketball town or as a race car town, with the Indianapolis 500 track being here. And you know, and then you have like your things like the NCAA tournament. They also hold the combine here, and so there's definitely a lot of things to see and check out. But since Peyton Manning came here and started winning games for him, helping, you know, getting a team together, and there was lots of good guys that played for the team. That, you know, they had a really good roster there for quite a number of years. I believe in the right around the, I don't know, 2004s to probably 2011 or so, when he got hurt. They were one of the most winningest teams of the decade, and so that's always kind of cool to see things like this statue where they're celebrating him and talking about him. And I was actually driving through here a few years ago when they had the Super Bowl, and on this big window here they had, you know, the Super Bowl, like a Super Bowl whatever it was, the Giants and the Patriots actually played here. And then over here on the there's a Marriott over there. I don't know if you can see it right now. It's got the Big Ten logo on there, men's basketball tournament, because they're going to be holding the NCAA tournament here, or they were. But due to the whole coronavirus thing, again, I don't know that that's going to happen. They postponed a lot of those things so that they may not be happening anymore. But yeah, this place is pretty cool. I know it's been on the list for one of the nicest stadiums. Even we're 13 years removed from when it was built here in 2020, and it's still considered one of the nicest stadiums. I'm kind of bummed because inside the windows, and I'm not going to be able to get close enough to show you, but they actually, because it is Lucas Oil, and Lucas Oil is an automotive racing oil brand that does like drags and Baja, and like they're in everything. The front of the stadium when you walk in is really cool. They got some cars in there on display, and you know, breaks it down so you can kind of look at them a little bit. So kind of bummed I can't show you that, but you know, Lucas Oil Stadium, she's a beauty. I always like coming here to watch this. Oh, back to this Marriott here. So, with the sticker missing, or with the stickers for the men's tournament, back in the day when I was here for the Super Bowl, those were actually gone, and they had a big Super Bowl trophy on that window. The whole height of the hotel was a big Lombardi trophy, and that was a pretty cool sight to see. But obviously, with today's status with the thing, who knows if the men's tournament is going to happen. I think likely not at this point, but time will tell, and by the time this video gets released, I'm sure the information will be out there so that we'll pretty much know at that point. But yeah, Lucas Oil Stadium, pro shop's closed, so I'm gonna go to the mall, see if I can't figure it out, otherwise for that. But yeah, here you go, Lucas Oil Stadium. Love this place, it's pretty awesome. All right, we made it over here to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the Indianapolis 500, and they got a museum here in center field that you can come in and kind of check it out a little bit, but they limit a little bit what you can go see and all that kind of stuff. But so just walking around, and you can't really talk about cars and be a car guy without at least acknowledging the history of this place. It was built originally in 1909, and is, I believe, the oldest raceway in the world that's still active, and also referred to as the Brickyard. This raceway here in Indianapolis is a pretty cool place. I've never been here with a race. I've been here to the museum a couple of times before. These banks, you can see the banks here, like in the corners, are just absolutely insane with the angle that they're at. But otherwise, it's a racetrack. So someday I'm gonna have to come out here and check it out to be able to see what it's like, because I'm sure this race environment is pretty crazy. Alright, hello everybody. It is Monday morning, like 8 o'clock-ish.
Just woke up, came over and hit Walmart up. I am in Oklahoma City. Was driving till about 2 o'clock in the morning last night, just because we got off to a late start. The whole having to stop in Columbus, and then I stopped in Indy, and then I quickly stopped in St. Louis just to get some pictures and get some gas and all of that, and then basically just ripped down through Missouri last night. But I'm in Oklahoma City, and as you can tell, the weather is crap. But you know, I should be able to get west of here pretty quick, and per the weather reports that I looked up, it should be pretty clear here pretty soon. Hit some nicer, warmer weather once I get up into Texas, and we're gonna hit Texas today, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then push it on home to Phoenix. So excited to get home, excited to get the adventure part of it done, and get out of the car for a while, but also be able to dig into my car, see what's going on. It's running great. A few little things that I've noticed while driving it. There is a coolant smell that I've noticed, but I don't have any issues with overheating. The dealership that it was at in Pennsylvania did replace my radiator cap and my water pump, so that was all done. So it might have some residual somewhere. I'll just have to take a look, but from what I could tell so far, everything's good. Just smelling a little bit here and there. So yeah, we're gonna get out the party on the road and show you a few more things today, and see if we can't make it home to Phoenix. All right, stopped at a gas station here in western Oklahoma, and I was going to show you guys how flat it is here, because for someone like me, I grew up in the West with the Rockies, and now I live in Arizona, and you got a lot of mountains there too, and I've lived all over. I've lived in New York and Boston and a bunch of other places, and something that I've always found interesting when I drive through Oklahoma is how flat it is, and then they have like wind farms everywhere, which is cool. It's cool to see, drive by, intriguing. I'm sure if you live here, it's probably like, whatever, and then it helps you understand like why they have issues with tornadoes and all of that. But I was hoping it was gonna be a clear day this morning, but as you can tell, again, got some fog. I'm just gonna have to keep it moving, I guess. It's pretty chilly right now. Phone says it's about 45 degrees where we're at right now. So I'm gonna get moving, get on to some warmer weather, and see if we can't take this sweatshirt off. Alright guys, I made a quick pit stop. I am in Elk City, Oklahoma. Still foggy, but not quite as bad as it was. I'm actually standing right here next to the Route 66 National Museum. Now, this museum, it's got some cool stuff here. It's got some old buildings that they set up to, I don't think that they're original or anything, but, just to kind of give you that old-timey feel. Route 66 was a road that technically no longer exists, even though there's some spots where they still acknowledge it and still recognize it. But it was a road that ran from Chicago down through Illinois into Missouri, into Kansas, down obviously into Oklahoma, and then over into Texas and New Mexico, Arizona, all the way over to Santa Monica, California. So, it spanned a great distance. Oftentimes back in the day, it was referred to as the Main Street of America and is part of a lot of movies. It is considered part of, I guess you could call it mainstream culture when it comes to the cars and car shows, car movies. The Disney movie Cars is based off of Route 66. And obviously the side story to Lightning McQueen and all of his adventures is Route 66, this town that's on Route 66, being shuttered once the freeway gets built, which you could call Interstate 40, that runs parallel to Route 66. So it's got some history there. There's a lot of towns that were definitely affected by that history, and I came over here to check out these Longhorn statues because they're kind of cool. And there's a buffalo over here we'll get a video of. So Route 66 has some definite history. We got some cool old little buildings here that I don't know if they built them just for entertainment value for people. Look at this buffalo. I don't even know what it's made out of. It looks like it's a bunch of sticks. Oh, maybe it's metal. Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's like welding rod or something like that. That's pretty cool. Whoever did that spent a lot of time on that. A lot of time. So, yeah, it's metal sculpture by Joe E. Smith in Leedy, Oklahoma. Took him over a year to build. Started it in February of 98, finished it in April of 99. So I learned something today. I believe this Longhorn that we were at earlier is the same. Yeah, same guy. He started this one in November of 99 and he finished it in August of 2000. So it took him a little bit longer to get that one done. So anyways, back to the story. Route 66, obviously a lot of history with America. You can still drive the acknowledged sections. This main road coming through town here is Route 66, but it technically doesn't exist anymore. It was around from 1926 through 1985, and for various reasons, after 1985, they disbanded or broke it up. But there's still plenty of states and counties and cities and whatnot that try to keep that retro vibe alive with it, and so they do try to keep it maintained and at least acknowledge it, because I'm sure they get a little bit of tourist revenue from it. And any place you stop, any truck stop, any place you stop along this stretch all the way through Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, every place has Route 66 stuff in their tourist section. And so there's definitely money to be made with it all, and clearly they're doing a good job doing it. So just kind of cool to come walk around, check it out, stretch the legs a little bit, and then we'll get back on the road and see what else I can find. It'll be fun. one and only Cadillac Ranch. Consists of, it's kind of windy here, so I apologize if it consists of 10 Cadillacs, all nose down in the ground, and they've been in there since 1974. That's when they were originally put in by the Art Group and Farm. Again, it's just out here. People come out here from all over and spray paint whatever they feel like they want to spray paint, and send their message. I actually the last time I was here a few years ago, I actually did put a spray paint a message into the cars, and obviously it has since been painted over probably multiple times. But I took some interesting photos of things, because the layer of paint that is on these cars is so thick that and it's not like everybody out here is a professional painter, so a lot of it runs kind of messy. But 10 cars, they're all it's art. It's considered a artwork. They got their message on there, so it's kind of cool. It's Cadillac Ranch. Guys, day 3, it's about 7:16 Mountain Time. Just left Albuquerque, New Mexico here a few minutes ago, and it's starting to go dark. The sun's gone down, so it's getting dark here pretty quick. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know where we're at. I am scheduled per Google Maps and my navigation on the car to be home by about midnight, but of course that is calculating based off of speed limits, and once we get off the freeway here, we'll be going a little faster than that. Maybe don't do that. Oh, don't. So we're really gonna see how she handles in the curves. I'm going to keep my Google Maps open because it's letting me know about speed traps and things like that, and see if we can shave some time off of this expected midnight get home time, because I'm tired. I didn't get into Oklahoma City till late last night, and only got a few hours of sleep before I was back at it today, to be able to make this as scheduled in the 3 days of driving. And so we just keep on trucking, and another 120 miles until we're in Arizona, and then it's all just mountain back roads and cutting down through some of the forest there, and getting down into the Phoenix Valley, where hopefully it's nice and warm, and I can start looking into. I need to get my car washed. She's filthy from all the weather, but other than that, we'll be able to dig in, and I've definitely got myself a list going for things that I've noticed with the car, and I'll be sharing that with you guys, you know, as we proceed through this, and go from there. So hope you guys are enjoying some of the sights that we've seen, and we'll see if we can share a few more with you before we get all the way home. So hang on tight. There it is. We got the TL Type S 2007. This Type S, the Type S in this body style was for 2007, 2008 was the years it was available. The body style was around from 2004 to 2008, and it was refreshed in 2006 with some updated features, but the Type S obviously just from the 07, 08 years. The Type S has a 3.5 liter V6 as opposed to the 3.2 that comes with the regular TLs. It also comes with this style wheel, although I will say this is the first time I've seen them in like an alloy look. Most of the time they do look more dark charcoal, like a dark gray. And also it does come with the Brembo 4-piston brake calipers. I'm trying to get in there and it's not very visible. Just going around the car. You know, it's got some nicks and some dings, and there's a pretty good ding on this rear bumper here. Right there, you can't see it.
so I apologize if there's some feedback there. I don't know why it's windy all this up today. And the inside, my seats are pretty bad, but that's fixable. It's easily fixable. They do have the Type S logo embossed in the headrest, and mine is an automatic, so it's just got 2 pedals. Figured I was okay with an automatic because that's what I have my other car for. It's a manual, so I can still get my manual on, and this one still gets up and moves, and I'm not going to be stuck paying a ridiculous price for a manual. Lights in the dash, I believe you did see them in my picture that I had in the video earlier. They are red, which is, you know, Honda's color for performance. Everything is red, so the you know, should be a fun little car. Got the paddle shifters on the steering wheel, right there, and she gets up and moves. So, you know, a few things I need to take care of, but all in all, she's pretty quick, pretty fun. Good old Type S. Thanks for watching JR's Corner. Appreciate you hanging in there with me. This was a long one. Probably will be the longest one I do, as I'm learning how to use my equipment and whatever. I, you know, hope to put out some pretty good stuff out there for you. Just learning how to use everything is my biggest challenge right now, because while I've used editing equipment and cameras and all of that stuff, most of it's been like pretty simple stuff. So just hang in there with me. This, you know, like I said, this will probably be the longest video I do. Most of the other stuff I plan on doing is going to be pretty short. And, you know, I had 3 days of driving that I condensed into one video. So I appreciate you hanging there with me. Stay safe out there with this coronavirus thing going on. It's kind of a scary place right now. And so hope everybody's staying safe and being smart. Stop hoarding toilet paper. That makes absolutely no sense. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.